Hey guys and gals, it's Lovenji here, and today I'm excited to launch the playthrough of one of my all-time favourite games. I've always had a penchant for real-time strategy games, but as the genre has built and got more advanced over time, I like to look back on games that I consider to be classics of the genre. The game we're going to be playing through first is a title called Populous: The Beginning. It was released for Windows in 1998 and even saw a PlayStation release in 1999. It's the third title of the Populous series and a complete departure from the previous two. I remember a demo of this being in my local game store, and I couldn't even figure out the first level, I was so young at the time. The game isn't particularly difficult, but I do remember being stuck for a very long time. The game itself was developed by Bullfrog Productions and published by Electronic Arts, with sound composition done by Mark TDK Knight, also known as the Mad Fiddler. Mark has actually composed for a lot of games of this era, and some of his work includes the Warhammer games Shadow of the Horned Rat and Dark Omen. He also did other notable titles such as SimCity 2000, Dungeon Keeper 2 and Theme Park World. So without further ado, I encourage you all to step into the time capsule with me on this and enjoy a classic, if not slightly unorthodox, real-time strategy game. The audio has been recorded in post, but I'm open to ideas if you would prefer me to record as I play. Let's get this underway. So this is Populous. As you can see, pretty simple layout. We're going to go straight into a new game and be hit with a big opening cutscene, so I'm going to be quiet for that.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Then from the darkness came the manna, and with the manna, the visions. We were not alone. There were other worlds, other tribes, moving through the heavens like a plague. They would destroy us. Alone in the tribe, I possessed the second sight. The manna flowed through me like fire, unleashing the magic within. The ancient legends had foretold my coming. I was the one destined to lead. The chosen one. The shaman. The time for peace was behind us. Now was the time for war! We would face powerful magic, the fury of the elements. Some would live, many would die. But with faith and courage, we would destroy our enemies. And I would become a god.
So I hope you guys like those subtitles. That was something I just sort of threw together in editing. The game is not kind enough to provide those. They're accurate-ish. So as you can see, we have a solar system style layout, and we're going into mission 1. The journey begins. So this first mission, I really wanted to play quite slowly to allow anyone who was absolutely brand new to the game to really get an idea of how the game would be played. In later videos and later missions, I'll be speeding up the gameplay. I'll be performing more of the actual tactics towards completing the missions, as well as using hotkeys and a few other things. Once the system is very familiar, it might be a bit confusing to introduce people to this game and just hammer away at hotkeys for the very first mission. I've also allowed the flyby mode to play. Flyby mode is a camera mode that sort of shows you the map. I will be cancelling that for later missions for time's sake. So first thing we're doing is we're placing huts. Huts are sort of the mainstay of the game. They're how they grow your population. Additionally, they house braves, and braves resting in huts produce mana. And what mana does is allows you to charge your spells. You can see I've got one spell available. That is the Fireball. It's currently at 4 of 4 charges. Praying at a Stonehead to unlock a single cast of a spell. This spell is the Land Bridge spell. You cast it between 2 points to create a bridge of land. So you can pray to that as many times as you want. We only need 2. It takes your Shaman's standing point and then the point of your cursor. Those are the 2 points it uses to create that bridge. As you can see, it's made a passable bridge of land over the water. So just to show you the little silly combat, there's a Shaman in combat here. A Shaman can defeat up to 2 Braves by herself. 3 Braves or more, they will actually defeat her in combat. Most Shamans will actually be using their spells as opposed to taking the hand-to-hand combat, but I quite liked showing it off. So this building is the Vault of Knowledge. We've just taken the Vault of Knowledge plans for a building, which is what this following pop-up is going to say. What that's unlocked for us is the Warrior Training Hut. Warriors are a type of follower. You can see one patrolling on the horizon over there. They have a sword and a shield as opposed to the fists of Braves. They're incredibly strong. I think they can kill about 8 or 9 Braves by themselves and can very easily kill a Shaman. Only Shamans can pray to Vaults of Knowledge. Most levels will have a Vault of Knowledge for us to gain a spell or a building from. So for this mission, realistically, all you have to do is create the 2 land bridges. The first one you've seen me create, the next one I'll create shortly onto their island. And you can just use your Fireball spell to kill everything on that island. The game is won by killing the enemy Shaman and all of her followers. You do not have to destroy every building, but remember that completed huts produce followers, so as we're pushing through bases later on in the game, we'll be taking out huts, or at the very least removing some HP from the huts, so that they are not producing followers. You just see me use Shift and Plus, that is a hotkey I used for this mission, just to speed it up a bit, because I wanted to build some warriors as the level intended, as opposed to just winning with my Shaman. Then Shift and the minus key brings the speed back down. That's an in-game feature, that's not a mod, you can do that during your own playthroughs. Be careful when doing it, because you can suddenly lose your entire base to a warrior attack. As I said, warriors are very powerful, and they will go through your followers like butter. So we're just training a couple of warriors, just to show off to the unit. We're going to use them in the attack, make sure that we demonstrate the unit as it was meant to be demonstrated. The enemy Shaman will cast fireballs as you go up her island, which is a threat to your units. The ones that directly get hit take damage and go flying, as well as any in the vicinity will get sort of knocked around. As you can see, huts are slowly expanding over time, so when a hut starts it only houses 3 people, but with time it will house 4 and eventually the maximum of 5. So I'm using the spell from the other Stonehead here. We're going to be using the lightning spell. It removes 1 wood stage of HP from a building, or instantly kills a unit it strikes. By holding the control key, I don't have to reselect the spell. So we're just removing the wood stage from the buildings. And we're just attacking it. Wood stage is how I will be referring to the building's HP. The building's HP is indicated by the amount of wood that it uses to build it. The hut is built with 3 pieces of wood, therefore it has 3 wood stages, or 3 HP. Lightning bolt will remove 1 wood stage, so you would need to hit a hut with 3 lightning bolts to remove it from the map. And as you can see, the ground is damaged, and damaged ground cannot be rebuilt upon. It's just to stop people being particularly campy. At the end of the level, we're going to be presented with this level complete screen, just showing us our statistics and what we've unlocked, and it takes us back to the solar system. Okay guys, that was mission 1. We're going to be doing it on a mission by mission basis, so I hope you enjoyed. As always, leave me any comments with any feedback that you'd like. I'd really like to keep this as an enjoyable series for you guys, so that you're having as much fun as I am playing through these games. I do try to learn about the games, so if there are any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.